Good evening, everyone. Data here, and welcome back to the live franchise mode series on MLB The Show 25 with the Toronto Blue Jays. After the summer break, we are back, moving into the 2030 postseason, year number 6, coming off of a 97-win season. We are going for the three-peat, ladies and gentlemen. 3 cheers for the Blue Jays. That's what we're going for after another very strong season. We won the World Series last year with 2 years ago with an 85-win season. Last year with a 105-win season. And then this year in 2030, year number 6, we win 97 games, and we are on to the postseason to see where the potential three-peat journey takes us. We're starting off with a wild card matchup up against Texas. The winner will face the Red Sox, and that'll all get started at the 5-minute mark as we get started then. So if you're watching live, you can hop ahead to that point. But if you're joining us if you're not watching live, you can hop to that point. But if you are joining us live, then we'll just start welcoming everybody in and getting started for the run that will be. If you've forgotten a little bit about the team and who's on this, who's depth chart wise and all that, who's in what position, here's a reminder for you. It's been a little while. It was towards the end of June. Now here we're at the start of September. The summer break is over, and there's still a good few months until MLB The Show 26. So we'll certainly be still doing a good number more of seasons of the Toronto Blue Jays series here. So hope that you're enjoying your lovely Tuesday evening as we get into what will be a three-peat push. We'll get started in just a little bit. I'm aiming for tomorrow night to also be live with my wife, as we'll be on LEGO Star Wars. And then this Friday, NHL 26 coming out. So we'll have an overview of franchise mode, even though nothing has changed. We'll have an overview of that. And then our new franchise mode series will begin, I believe, I hope, as soon as this weekend. So I'm just going to do a few more things on my side, on the YouTube side of things. And we are almost ready. Welcome to everybody joining in for the 2030 postseason. We're pushing for the three-peat here in Toronto. Thank you for joining. Glad you could make it. And it's our first Blue Jays stream in quite a little while, since the end of June. So excited to be back on board with some Blue Jays action. We'll recap the year that was, talk a little about the series that has been so far, especially for the newer viewers, as we've now passed 9,000 subscribers. Cagney, first one in, channel member, welcome aboard. And then we'll get to the postseason. MLB The Show, there you go, 25. And there you go. And I'll share it over in the Twitter world. New setup here. This is the first baseball stream. If you're watching on the playlist years down the road, this is my first MLB stream. First franchise mode stream, I guess you could say, as we did only LEGO Star Wars previously, in my new house. So I transferred over the PlayStation now that I've gotten married and moved out over the summer. So this is my first franchise mode stream of any sport in the basement of my new house. So I'm on a much bigger screen. Not that my screen before was bad, but it was, I'm pretty sure my parents got that TV with our PlayStation 2. Could have been with at the beginning of the PlayStation. No, pretty sure it was with the PlayStation 2. Maybe at the beginning of the PlayStation 3. So that TV, stand and salute. PS3, PS4, beginning of the PS5. That TV went through a lot, and I got a new TV now at my house, obviously, to now play this. And that brings us to what mark? That brings us to 3.5 minutes. So in 90 seconds, we'll get started. Reminder for you, here's how the team is looking. Welcome, Real Deal Prime. Here's how the team is looking moving into the 2030 postseason. I've been trying it from... Usually I've been sitting on my nice office chair that I had in the basement. But now in my basement here, I have a couch. So if it's not super comfortable, I might end up going back with the chair. We'll find. We'll see what I end up feeling most comfortable with. I'm going to try streaming from the couch. I hope that you can hear me okay. The microphone's a little further from my mouth as it used to be. And we'll experiment as we go. Yeah, we're going to get started in just under a minute's time now. I forgot about Nacho Alvarez Jr. Yes, we got him from the Dodgers. The Dodgers burying so many players. Incredible what the Dodgers have been doing. We've been taking advantage of that with Alex Freeland, who was a Dodger, Nacho Alvarez Jr., who was a Dodger. Aside from that, lots of growth internally. Logan Webb, we picked him up this year. Did I gonna fall asleep midstream on the comfy couch? Well, you know what? Funnily enough, Desora just gave me a look over here on the side. Funnily enough, I did fall asleep on the couch last night. And long story short, Desora thought that she thought that I was awake, and I thought that she was awake too. So I guess I just kind of said, okay, well, I'll just catch a couple Z's over here. And it turned out that I stayed on the couch for like 7 or 8 hours. and woke up the next morning because she thought that I was coming to bed. Yeah, anyways. So yeah, it's a comfy couch. I gotta be careful. Doggy, bonne soirée mon ami, comment ça va, Data? Ça va très bien. J'espère que c'est la même avec vous, mon ami. And that brings us past 5 minutes. Yes, it does. All right, so we'll do our best. Desora will join us tomorrow night for Lego Star Wars. I got to record the Data 72 Hall of Fame. That's going to take some time as well. But yeah, we're hoping for tomorrow to be Lego Star Wars because we can't. Thursday this week, I can't do it. I have a prior commitment on Thursday, so we're pushing it to Wednesday for Lego Star Wars this week. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back at long last, episode number 15 of our live franchise mode series with the Toronto Blue Jays. Here we are moving into the year number 6 postseason, aiming for the three-peat, but coming into the postseason in an AL wildcard spot up against Texas, the 4 seed versus the 5, and the winner will play the 1 in the Boston Red Sox. So we had a strong season going 97-65. The Red Sox went 102-60. And sadly in the wild card, even though we're 15 games up, it's just the way things panned out this year. So the Rangers, who are 88-74, play us, who are 97-65. It was an obvious first wild card seed spot for us. We're ranked first in the league, first in contact, fourth in pitching, 9th in power, 13th in defense, but sadly 28th in speed. That's the issue. When it comes to the batting, Alec Boehm had a strong season at leadoff, batting .294. He's gotten better pretty much every year here in Toronto. We've had him for quite a while now, since 2026. Here we are in 2030. So Alec Boehm's looking great at 91 overall. We'll say, hey, Hobbsy, welcome aboard. It's quite a good couch. I like it. It came with the house. Got to give respect to the previous homeowner. Next up, Justin Crawford, a potential, 87 overall now. Probably just had the best season of his career, 23 home runs, batting .264, appeared in 146 games, so he's finding his own way now. Yes, we got to bring it home, absolutely, for a third time. Let's get the three-peat done. The Blue Jays have gone back-to-back before. We've won 4 World Series in franchise history, both in back-to-back circumstances, but now we got to try for that three-peat. Someone probably didn't click from. Oh yeah, Dorm Fire Alarm. It's a classic. Riley Green out there in the outfield, bat .274 this year with 26 home runs after 38 last year. A bit of a downward, I suppose, power-wise, but still doing very well out there. He was big last postseason, if I remember correctly, too. Nolan Shaniel, he's always been a big question mark for us throughout this series, but we decided to keep him at first base, and bang, I'm glad we did. He bat .308 this year with 100 ribbies. Look at that, 100 RBI. What a season, 190 hits. Nolan Shaniel, huge, what's the word, like paying huge dividends, I suppose. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 94 overall, Data 782 Hall of Fame nominee. Yeah, no worries, doggy. Stay safe. He bat .302 this year, back-to-back years of 300 or higher, back-to-back 100-plus RBI seasons. Very impressive from Vladdy at 94 overall and 30 years of age. Bo Bichette, 90 overall, another strong season, down from last year batting .300, but still batting .262, still 148 hits, still 81 RBI. Strong year from Bo. Arjun Namala, who probably, I wouldn't say it was a full year, but the rookie-ish, sophomore, whatever you want to call him, appeared in 90 games. Now at 24 years of age, the former first-round pick back in 2023. Not the craziest numbers, but 13 home run, 44 RBI, bat .249 in 90 games that he played. Yeah, I'm happy to see that. Adley Rushman there at catcher. We got him in free agency way back when, a few years ago now. His third year as a Blue Jay, 25 home runs, bat .270. Also his best year. So we're seeing a lot of players having their best seasons. Very good. And finally, Ian Happ, who we got out there got for the outfield. We picked him up on the trade block, I believe, from the Diamondbacks, was it? Combined between us and Toronto, bat .284 on the year. So Ian Happ there in the outfield will be helpful. On the bench right now, we have Alex Freeland, who has been going downhill since his first year with us. Started with the Dodgers, came over to Toronto, ended batting .290. His second year, .274. But then now with Namala in the lineup more often, Freeland saw a drop in games played down to 69, and he only bat .227. So Alex Freeland is better than that. We love Alex Freeland. And he's even, he was Rookie of the Year, but no, he didn't win any postseason awards. The last 2 years, I'm not sure who they were, actually. I have to go back and look. Would it tell me in the awards here? Yes. Awards. World Series MVP, Bo Bichette, last year in 2029. Vlad, nothing there. Shaniel was playoff MVP in 2028, yes. Riley Green was playoff MVP in 2027, but we didn't win the World Series that year. No, it was 2028, 2029. Yeah, stats with your own team. Like, yes, I wish. That's exactly what you have to kind of keep track of yourself. That's the only thing. Who else? Alec Boehm, World Series MVP in 2028. Yes, he was. Was that it? I think that's it. Yes, so that's a quick little update, a reminder, I suppose, on the awards. Brenton Doyle also out here. He's on the team for his defense. Bat 241 this year. It's his 4th year as a Blue Jay. Last year before this in 2029 was a lot better, but yeah, he has 3 Gold Gloves. Nacho Alvarez Jr., we picked him up from the Dodgers. He's going to be a good guy, platooning against lefties, good defense, infield option. Awesome to see that. Bat 298 on the year. And he signed on for next year at $9.5 million if we do decide to keep him. And finally, Alejandro Kirk. We love to see that. Silver Slugger and All-Star in 2022. Yes, not as a part of the game. Bat 260 this year. Only appeared in 23 games because he's competing with 93 overall Adley Rutschman. It makes sense. And finally, now in the pitching rotation, Tarek Skubal. He has been a monster. Last couple of years saw the ERA go up, we have to be honest. But at the same time, still high numbers of quality starts. This year, still very valuable. The Ks per 9 did go down this year as he's down to 90 overall. But to say that he's still doing the ace job, I think would be accurate. He's a 4-time Cy Young winner, 4-time All-Star, and still our ace. Landon Knack has been a machine, especially in the playoffs the last few years. I wish I had all the numbers, especially 2030 All-Star Landon Knack this year. Despite being an 81 overall, he has a career 3.26 ERA in 87 starts. Most of those coming as, actually 77 of those coming as a, no, 77 minus 12, 65 of those coming as a Blue Jay. He has started 65 games the last couple years with like a 3.3 ERA. Crazy. Ricky Tiedemann also out here in 87 overall. He's been very solid. 4th year now. Career 3.65 ERA. Very good to see. Vaughn Costa at an 87 overall. He was scary. We weren't sure if we wanted to keep him after 2029. We gave him a chance in 2030, and you know what? The numbers were not bad for a rookie. 4.1 ERA. He had 13 quality starts. We're going to take that and hope for more in the postseason. Logan Webb, who was here in long relief, ended up having some starts. He started 18 games in the end. Appeared in 28, but 18 starts, 3.61 ERA from the 33-year-old. We signed him to a 1-year deal. We had a ton of money, and we needed a guy to be in here in long relief. And you know, I'm glad we had him for insurance. With money to burn, why not? Jonathan Cannon, he appeared in 5 games. We got him from the Dodgers as well in the, I think, could it be in the Nacho Alvarez trade? Jose Barrios, he has been so consistent for us, but this year the wheels started to fall off down to a 78 overall, 5.09 ERA, started getting a little too high, 1.26 whip. Did have 6 quality starts, hoping for some redemption in the postseason. That would be great for him. Signed on for still 3 more years at $14.7 million. Oh my goodness. Drew Rasmussen, 81 overall, good year from him. Landon Roop, what a machine. The last few years, not a great year from him this year, but we'll still take his career 3.3 ERA. Andrew Nardi wasn't bad either. Mitch Spence in the setup role, we got him, I'm not sure where we got him from. He's been on a few teams the last few years. Doesn't say, huh? Yeah, it's just 1.2 whip for 5 ERAs, just unlucky. That's a good point. Mitch Spence, 1.15 ERA between us and wherever we got him from, which I forget where that was. Maybe it was in that Nacho Alvarez trade, I'm not sure. But really good numbers from him. He's in the setup role, as is Harvey Ward, our 2nd-round pick in 2026. He appeared in 59 games this year. Not bad at all. And finally, Chris Bubic. Yes, we got him in a trade that saw us move our previous closer. And he came from Detroit. He now has 45 saves on the year. Yes, he was being used in a setup role. We acquired him, and there you go. Now he's been our closer. Signed on for 3 more years after this one. There you go. All right, so there's a quick reminder of where we are and where we're going. Moving into the 2030 postseason, hoping for 3 cheers for the Blue Jays as we chase the three-peat. Let's check out the lineup of Texas. Let's see the Rangers as we'll be facing them here in the AL wildcard. Am I blind? There they are. All right, Texas. So we're going up against Texas. They have a deep history as well with the Rangers, between the Blue Jays and the Rangers. Justin Foscue, okay. Young Hoo Lee, 262 on the year. Corey Seager, 82 overall. Corey Seager at 35. 83 overall. Bo Naylor, Canadian. Jordan Westberg, 84 overall at 31. Jonah Bride down to a 73 overall. Oof. Sebastian Walcott, 86 overall with 8 potential. Undrafted. He must be a real guy then, right? Is he? Sebastian Walcott. Wow. Andrew Pinkney, former 4th round pick, and Pavin Smith, 34-year-old Pavin Smith. Yeesh. Alejandro Osuna, Dustin Harris, Freddie Farman, Brian Ritchie. Okay. Walcott's really, that's what I figured if he's undrafted. Yeah. Very good. Look at that arm strength. 97. So yeah, a few guys, everyone between 73 and 86 overall, a few in the 80s from Texas. Okay, I see you. Now looking at their pitching, Kumar Rocker, 90 overall. Not the craziest numbers, but yeah, 1.37 whip, 4.42 ERA. Okay, Kumar Rocker, 90 overall. Jordan Hicks, former Blue Jay, 88 overall. Sheesh. 3.9 ERA. Shane Bieber Fever, a real-world Blue Jay. I love that his picture is there as well. And they have a 74 overall leadoff. Shane Bieber, Zach Gallen at an 83, and then Jack Leader at an 83 as well. Wow. So yeah, very strong starting rotation, which I think you could say is the strength, where the strength of their team comes from. Sir Anthony Dominguez is here, some low 70 overall, even a 69 overall Caleb Ferguson. And then Duran is their closer at 86 overall. 55 saves on the year. Whoa, 2.67 ERA. So their pitching is what has saved them, I think you could say. A couple of current Blue Jays there. Yeah, Bieber, Dominguez, absolutely. And Hicks, a former Blue Jay. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is a best 2 out of 3 in this series so far, where we've played 5 years already. This is only the 3rd time we make the postseason, and only the 2nd time that we're in the wild card. 2 years ago in the wild card for year 4 on our run to our first World Series, we beat Cleveland in 3 games. And now here we are to face Texas, another 3-game series coming up. That's it. MLB 70 plus is kind of like being 80 plus-ish in NHL. Yeah, you could say something like that. Okay, so I think we're going to roll with Scooble here in game 1. 97 and 65 was our record. 88 and 74 were the Rangers. We're going to go with the normal home jerseys here at Rogers Center in front of all 49,286 fans who are hungry to see another World Series. Who knows how long some of these older players have? Can we keep Barrios and Vlad and Bichette? I say older, but guys into their 30s, right? Can we keep them forever? The youth is coming up, guys like Von Costa. We have other high overall players in our system. We can't do it forever. So Scuball, who has been here and done it before, not the greatest season of his career, but he's going to be who we run with to at least start game 1. He's going to be our ace. And then in game 2, I think we go Knack. So Tarek Scuball, you're starting it off, my friend. Lead off is Alec Boehm. They have a 74 leading off for them. Let's play ball. So here we go. Justin Foscue leading off against Tarek Scuball at home for game 1. First inning, first pitch. It's a ground out. Great way to start things off. Lee will strike out and Seager will fly out. Great way to start it off with setting the standard for ourselves. Very good. All right, Alec Boehm leading off for us now. He'll ground out. Justin Crawford strikes out. Yeah, let's see if Scuball can avoid laying an egg in the first. And he did, at least he made it through the first inning, yes. And Green grounds out. All right, top of the second, Canadian Bo Naylor back in his home country. Leadoff double for him. Yeah, makes sense in front of his fellow countrymen. Pinkney with an RBI single. Come on, Tarek. Walcott. Oh no. 2-run home run. And Scuball's starting to melt down already. Double, single, 2-run home run from their only like 80-plus overall players who are in there. Harris with a single. You got one more mistake. Runner thrown out. Okay, it's over. Scuball, it's over. It's over. Double, single, home run, single, single. We can't anymore. Thankfully, the runner's thrown out at home, but we can't risk it anymore. So we're going straight to another starter. I think we go Tiedemann, actually. Hey, welcome, Gavin. Glad you could make it. I think we go Tiedemann because I want to keep Knack for game 2. We go Tiedemann to run out the rest of this game or until time to go to the bullpen. Ricky Tiedemann, it's you from here, my friend. Single right away. Double play, thank goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right. We make it to the bottom of the second, down by 3. Shanuel, solo home run. Thank you very much. Oh, Hobbsy is just a little bit late. I think we go Costa, says Hobbsy. You know what? I think it comes down a little bit as well to the clutch. And Tiedemann has been a bit more consistent, but I'm happy to consider Costa as well in a pinch. If Tiedemann starts to fall apart, we'll go him again. So Shanuel with the leadoff solo home run. Thank you, Nolan. Vladimir Guerrero walks. Very nice. Bo Bichette, fielder's choice. Namala pops up. Rushman walks. Runners on first and second for Ian Happ, who grounds out. Okay, it's 3-1. We're still in this. Lee with a single. Oh my goodness, they have 7 hits. Seager walks. Naylor double play, thank goodness. And Pinckney grounds out. Barely made it out of there. Alec Bohm pops up. Crawford flies out. Green with a double to be stranded. Or Shanuel, who just hit a home run. He strikes out. My thought was I preferred Tiedemann in game 3 over Costa. Ah, true. But I want to make sure we get there as well. But I hear you. No worries, doggy. Gotta attend to the important business. No worries. Thank you, my friend. That's it. We need to win first. Makes sense. I hear you. All right. Walcott now strikes out. There you go. First strikeout. Single. Pick off pitch, strikeout. Nice. Smith. Hey, stolen base after I missed that last one. 2-run home run from the 74 overall. Okay, just get out of the inning. Fly out. Oh, my goodness. 5 runs on 9 hits. Good one, Cagney. 5 runs on 9 hits. Here we go. Okay, bottom of the 4th. Vlad strikes out. Bo strikes out. Namala walks. We got to do risky things. Steal, caught stealing, that happens. Okay, Tiedeman's about to get pulled. Strikeout, nice. Seager single, it's enough. We go to Von Costa here. 87 overall, Von Costa. Line out, fielder's choice. Bottom of the 5th, we have 1 run on 2 hits. They have 5 runs on 10 hits. Rushman strikes out. Happ walks. Steal, baby. There you go. Steal. Bohm flies out. Crawford grounds out. Left stranded. Walcott strikes out. Harris grounds out. Bride strikes out. Riley Green, pitching change. Cole Winn coming in. We got to take advantage of the 70 overall bullpen, please. Riley Green ground out. Shanuel single. Okay. Vladdy double. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. This is big. Runners on 2nd and 3rd with no outs. Runners on 2nd and 3rd with no outs. Bo Bichette. Sorry, with 1 out. My apologies. With 1 out. Bo Bichette. Do we try something like that? No, we need to go big. Swing that bat, Bo. Ground out. Namala. Okay! 2 RBI single from Arjun Namala. That's exactly what we needed to get back in this game. We have life. We're down by 2 runs. 2 RBI single from Arjun, and that gives us life. Rushman fielder's choice, and that'll end the inning. All right, top of the 7th, down by 2. It's not over yet. Smith with a walk, of course, yeah. 2 for 2 with a walk from the 74 overall. Okay. Let me guess. Pick off because he's going to steal with 5 stealing, right? Foscue double play, awesome. And Lee strikes out. Quick inning, love it. Bottom of the 7th now. Ian Happ, pitching change. Robert Garcia, 77 overall. Ian Happ walks. I don't think I try stealing with him again, though. Bohm strikes out. Crawford, RBI triple from Justin Crawford. We have life with 1 out. We got to tie the game. Come on, Riley Green. Please, strike out. And Shanuel, pitching change. Lucas Gilbreth coming in. Shanuel strikes out. All right, we're down by 1 with 2 innings to go. I think we're going to keep Von Costa in here. He's dealing. Seager strikes out. Naylor strikes out. Pinckney flies out. Von Costa, we love you. Bottom of the 8th now for Vladdy. We need 1 run. Vlad. Sir Anthony Dominguez coming in. Vlad will walk to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Very good. And Doggy leaves a 5 before he leaves. Hopefully that's a little good luck that we need there. Thank you, Doggy. Let me add an entry for you into the created player raffle. We're going to do another created player raffle within the next week. So the last one and then this next one will be for players into the NHL and HLM26 series. Doggy, there you go. Added 1 more for you. All right, we got Vlad on first. Bo Bichette, fielder's choice. Namala, he played hero before, single. Okay, he gets on base once more. 1 out and runners on 1st and 2nd. Adley Rushman, we need you. Double play. Adley, come on. Do it for Doggy, come on. 9th inning now. I think we keep Von Costa in. Single. Pick off pitch, strikeout. Bride strikeout. Smith double. 3 for 3. Smith. Thank you, Doggy. Have a good night. 3 for 3. The guy is a 74 overall and he's 3 for 3. Costa, 1 more, buddy. Ground out. Thank you. All right, bottom of the 9th. We're down by 1 run. Bottom of the 9th inning. We just need 1. Happ, Bohm, and Crawford on deck. Do we go for Brenton Doyle or someone? They're probably going to switch Dominguez, I bet. Let me try swinging. Pitching change. Duran coming in, righty. Who's good against righties here? 72, 62, 74. Nacho Alvarez. Kirk, same thing, but Nacho has the speed. And Happ, 72 contact, 60 power. Alvarez, 74, 56. but faster. Do we go Nacho Alvarez just to say? Happ is 0 for 1 with 2 walks, I believe. Maybe I'll swap out Bohm, but you know what? I'm going to keep Ian Happ. Walk! Okay, a third walk from Ian Happ. Look at you. Now, Alec Bohm, 90 contact against righties. Plus, I can't say no to him trying to swing here against Duran. He's 0 for 4, but he has a runner on first. Do we try to steal Happ? Okay, here's my question while I take a sip of water. Do we swing with Bohm, or do we bunt over Happ? Oh, sorry, do we try to steal with Happ, then try to bunt him over, then try to sack fly? Do we go steal, bunt, sack fly, or swing? As I grab a sip of water here. Oh, that is ice cold. Thank you, Desora. Cagney says that he wouldn't steal. He did steal successfully before. Is there anyone faster on the bench? True, good question. Pinch run. I didn't think about that. 59.48. Doyle 83.75. We could go Doyle, and he's an outfielder. You know what? I think we do that. Doyle's going to pinch run. 83 speed, 75 steal. And we're going to try to get him to steal second. Then if Bohm could bunt him over. And then if Crawford, it's tempting. Yeah, I think we're going to try it. All right, Brenton Doyle, steal second, my man. Yes, let's go. Stolen base. He's on second. Brenton Doyle gets it done. Duran knew he was coming, and he still got it. So Bohm, I'm going to say we try to bunt him over now. I think I like the steal call better like that. Let's bunt him over. Thank you. Okay, we got him to third. Justin Crawford, it all comes down to you. 1 out, 2 chances, but only 1 chance for the sack fly. Bring in the tying run. Justin Crawford. Double play. No, and the Texas Rangers win 5-4. What happened? What happened? Crawford flies out to center. Oh, he got thrown on home plate. That's why. Wow. So Crawford flies out to center field, but Lee throws out Doyle at home plate. Oh my goodness. The outfield cannon from Jung-Hoo Lee. Pavin Smith, the 74 overall player of the game, 3 for 3 with a home run, a walk, 2 RBI. And Skubal takes the loss, being an absolute disgrace. Hold on. Where's this guy Lee? Let's see. Let me guess. 62 arm strength. Woo! Okay, 98 arm strength. It makes sense. At least it makes sense storyline-wise. Oh my goodness, Jung-Hoo Lee. The cannon from Korea. All right, so a tough 5-4 loss. We scrape our way back from like 5-1, and we drop game 1 5-4. Oh, that's tough. So Knack versus Hicks in game 2. Do we want to make any lineup changes here? Knack on the mound. Do we make any lineup? So Bohm, Crawford, Shaniel was great. Bichette was 0 for 4. Namala was good. Rushman, Happ had a few walks. I don't think we do anything. We didn't have that bad of a game batting-wise. Kumar Rocker was dealing, and we still got 4 runs. It's the implosion from Skubal and a little bit from Tiedemann. All right. If we can confirm no changes, yeah, a highlight to suffer. The 9 hitters went to combine 3 for 4 with 4 walks in game 1. Really? I think we run it the same way. I'm just looking at this here. All right. Alec Bohm leading off. Who's on the mound? It's against Jordan Hicks. Roll the lineup as is, says Cagney. All right. Let's run it. Yeah, Hobbsy agrees. Here we go. Landon Knack on the mound. Playoff experience out of his ears. The 5 different pitches as well. Let's hope that that's the magic touch. Foscue strikes out. Lee solo home run. Beautiful. Seager strikes out. Naylor grounds out. We make it out only giving up 1 run. Thank goodness. Bohm grounds out. Crawford strikes out. Green gets a walk for Shaniel to walk as well. Runners on first and second for Vladdy. Runner thrown out. as who was that? Was it Shanuel or was it the guy before him? Trying to get home. Westberg pop up, Bride ground out, Walcott fly out. It was Green trying to get home, right? Yeah. All right, Bo Bichette strikes out. Namala singles. He's been good. Rushman, fielder's choice. Happ strikes out. Top of the third, Pinkney singles. Was that Lee again? Yeah, home run for Lee. Oh, yes! Landon Knack picks him off. A rare pickoff. Good thing because Pavin Babe Ruth Smith is up next. Pitch, fly out. Foscue strikeout. All right, Alec Boehm, leadoff double. Thank goodness. I'd almost just say bunt and sack fly with how hard it is to get these runs. Would it be crazy? It might be crazy in the bottom of the third inning. Okay, good thing we didn't. I trusted Justin Crawford, and he smashes a 2-run home run. Our first lead of the series, 2-1 Blue Jays. Thank goodness I didn't bunt him over. Green strikes out, Shanuel pops up, Vladdy grounds out. All right. Lee with the walk, of course. 76 speed. Pick off. Pitch, pop up. Naylor, 2-run home run. Another home run. And the Rangers take back the lead. Westberg grounds out, Bride grounds out. All right, Bo Bichette flies out. Namala grounds out, Rushman strikes out. Walcott grounds out. Pinkney pops up, Smith singles. Of course he does. Pickoff pitch, strikeout. All right, bottom of the fifth. Down by 1. Ian Happ flies out. Alec Boehm strikes out. Can an actual J smash one of them tonight? No hit through 5. Really? Oh my goodness. Justin Crawford, he played hero before. He pops up. We're getting to dangerous territory now, moving into the 6th inning. Knack is also getting tired. I think we probably pull Knack. I think just even one hit. Fly out. Seager line out. Naylor's been a bit hot. Yeah, we're going to change now. Let's go to maybe Logan Webb. What's his pitching clutch? 65? Ward might be better than that. Rasmussen, yeah, let's go Rasmussen, actually. Drew Rasmussen for the last out. Oh, no! Oh, my goodness, the game is totally against us! You change pitchers and you give up a solo home run. Oh, my goodness. How is this happening? 4 runs on 5 hits. Then a single, and then a fielder's choice, thank goodness. The three-peat hopes are falling away. Riley Green walks. Shanuel flies out. Vlad flies out. Bo flies out. What a joke. Walcott leadoff double. Okay, forget it. Let's go to... Who has some clutch over here? Landon Roop. Landon Roop, ground out. Smith walks, of course. Foscue strikes out. Lee walked to load the bases for Corey Seager, who flies out. Hicks is going to get pulled now for sure. Yeah, Robert Garcia. All right, so we have 3 innings against the relievers to get at least 2 runs. Namala's 1 for 2. Offense has to do their part here. Namala singles. Thank you. Rushman, he's 0 for 5 this series. In comes Alejandro Kirk. Jeremy, welcome to the stream, buddy. In comes Captain Kirk. Alejandro, fly out. Ian Happ, 0 for 3 when it comes to, he has only walks. In comes Brenton Doyle with the stolen base so far today, this series. Brenton Doyle, fly out. And Bohm, we pull Bohm for Alvarez Jr. You can play third. Or do we put him at short? We'll put him at short for Bichette, probably. Boom, swing that bat, buddy. Strikeout. What a bum. All right, Naylor strikes out. Westberg walks. Pick off. Pitch, fly out. Stolen base. Why didn't I pick off? Walcott ground out. All right, here we go. Last 2 innings. Justin Crawford, pitching change. Gilbreth. Crawford walk. We gotta steal second. We gotta. Crawford, please, we need you right here. No! Green fly out, Shanuel ground out. What a joke. We can't do it. Oh my goodness, we're gonna get taken out in 2 games. Bubic coming in. Strikeout, ground out, fly out. Last inning to do something. We're going in to see the whole thing. Yeah, we're going in to see the whole thing. Oh my goodness.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris
Duran
Singleton.
coming in.
Late stages of this one, nobody out in
For the ninth inning.
Vladimir
We need
Guerrero
2
Jr.
runs,
now.
or else the
1 for
postseason's
3.
over just like that. Now or never. Beautiful on this big screen. I love it. Vladdy, 1 for 3 on the day. To keep the three-peat hopes alive. There you go. Watch it come right down the middle.
Features a 4-seam fastball.
Beautiful.
A splitter.
4-seam. Okay, features a
uses
4-seam.
a curve.
That was a 12. 6 there. Earn that money, Vlad. Swing. Oh, that's going to be a foul there.
0-2 now.
0-2. There you go. Gets contact on the 101 mile per hour 4-seam. Sheesh. Dig, Vlad. Dig. There you go. He's getting contact. All right, he's staying alive. He's working it. Come on, dig, Vlad. Give me another. Give me another. Take it. Good. Good take. 100 mile per hour 4-seam down low. Good take. And that money, Vladdy. 30-year-old Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Delivery. There. Good take. Wow, what discipline from Vlad. What discipline. 2-2. Oh my goodness, the splitter inside, Vlad. What an eye. What an eye. Down 0-2, he works it back to a full count. Play with them, Vlad. Yee! Goes foul. Could have taken it. I would have swung, me too, on that one that was outside to the left of what we're looking at right now. Come on, Vlad. Swing. Yes. 102. Getting contact on the 102. 9-pitch at bat. Full count. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Let's go, Vlad. Yes. Yes. Get in there. Yes. At least, is he going to go for 2? I doubt it. Is he going for 2? No, he's not. All right. What an at-bat from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 10 pitches, and he comes away with a single from down 0-2, just down that third base line. Stays alive and grinds out a single. Well done from Vlad. He earned his money. Now it's Bo Bichette's turn. 0 for 3 tonight. I don't think he has a single hit this series. Bo, we got a runner on first. Come on, Bo. There you go. Ump is calling them beautifully out here. That's a huge at that. Rally caps on. Let's go. We got the dono luck already from Doggy earlier. That's all we need. Come on. Rally caps. Tying run at the plate. Oh my goodness. What discipline. That's what, five balls in a 4? No. 5 minus, that's, yeah, 5 of his last 6 pitches have been balls.
Tying run at the plate.
Oh my, you take a 4-seam down the heart after the discipline that you just showed? 2-1. Oh, I want that no doubt animation from Bo. Yes, Hobbsy. Yes! Oh, swing and a miss on the splitter. 2-2. Come on, Bo. We need you. Don't let Alvarez take your job next year. And that's going to be a pop-up. Great. All right, that's 1 out. 1 out, runner on first. Tying run at the plate. Big catch from Bo Naylor. In comes Arjun Nimala, 2 for 3 on the day.
Next up for the Blue Jays.
Nimala? I thought it was Nimala. Arjun Nimala. Let's go. There's that Blue Jay. I don't want to skip anything. I want to see the rally. Yes, where are the rally caps? There we go. Nimala's 2 for 3 on the day. Runner on first, and he represents the tying run. Nimala takes that 4-seam, and yeah, the ump is not giving him the outside edges there. Another ball called for us. Thank you very much, ump. Duran at 16 pitches now. Nimala? Okay.
The tying run at the plate.
Swung on. Yes! Let's go! Oh, okay, it turns into just a single. Okay, Vlad is there. Oh, barely. Barely. Oh, I thought that was going to go over his head. Well done. Well done from Nimala. Runners on first and second with that single. Yes. Oh my goodness, and it's Captain Kirk. Alejandro Kirk is coming in now. Hold on, let me just see. Can I see the replay on that one? Previous play, yes, just enough. Can I see? Oh, sorry, no. Replay? Previous play? Hi, there you go. There you go. There you go. Just gets a piece of it. Oh, that would have been Vlad to third for sure. And then Vlad. He was waiting a long time to take off? Because he didn't know if it would be caught or not. Then he took off. That's why it was so risky. Hey, that was closer than I would have wanted it to be. But safe at second. Wow. Okay, so we got runners on first and second. The tying run on first. The winning run here in the bottom of the ninth. The winning run at the plate. Alejandro Kirk with 1 out. Alejandro, swing! Oh, that was the pitch. That was the pitch, fouled away.
But I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this.
Already at 18 pitches. How much does a closer usually do? Come on, Alejandro. We brought in the captain for this reason. There you go. Take that way outside. Very good. Rushman, we couldn't trust him anymore. 93 overall, and we couldn't trust him. 1-1.
Now.
Delivery. Oh no, you gotta swing, Alejandro! 1-2 now. Down to his last strike. Kirk, get contact on that. Yes! Okay, advance the runners. One. No! No! Kirk! You meatball!
American League Division Series. So the Texas Rangers sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins on the road. And
we lose game 1 5-4 and game 2 4-2.
I mean, it's very difficult to come into a hostile stadium with all the energy and excitement of the postseason. But
yeah, I was afraid of that.
There's no issue for these guys.
We couldn't even trust Rushman. He's not that fast either.
Chances of making a deep run here in October.
And a lot of disappointment.
Oh my goodness. And that's that. 2 games just like that, ladies and gentlemen. And that's that. No 3 cheers. We go back to back with the Blue Jays. We'll never get the three-peat. At least yet. We'll have to wait a few more decades for the three-peat. Texas on to play Boston. Oh, man. Bohm was like 1 for 8. Crawford 4 for 8, batting .250. Blow it up! Green 167, Shannon 286, Vlad 500. Well, what do we play next? Bo Bichette 0 for 8. We're not done yet here, Hobbsy. Hold on a second. Bo Bichette was 0 for 8. 262 season. Signed on for 6 more years at $15 million. 90 overall at 32. Maybe Nacho Alvarez Jr. at 26 takes his spot. I don't know. Even Namala could play short, second, and third. Rushman was a disgrace. Happ was not good either. Doyle 0 for 1. Kirk 0 for 2. And the pitching, abysmal. Skubal horrible. Knack so-so. Tiedemann bad. Costa was did very well. Rasmussen embarrassing. Embarrassing. Gone, I think. Spring training battles, I hear you. Roop was okay. Spence we never even got to see. Buick was good. So many guys that we acquired for a postseason run we never even got to see. So, like, a lot of the guys are signed on to the future. Like Logan Webb, he's gone. That's no problem. Logan Webb is gone. Alejandro Kirk, I don't know if we can afford to bring him back. Jonathan Cannon is probably gone. Brandon Birdsell, organizational legend, probably gone. And that leaves us, that'll give us some money to do something, especially if we trade out somebody else. Like Ian Happ at $18.2 million, get him out of here. So Happ out, maybe even Barrios out. If we can dump them for like literally for nothing, because that's a team taking on a lot of money. It would have to be like we get like a 50 overall player back. We keep everybody else. And where do we make an improvement? I don't know. Starting pitcher? Skubal, no. Skubal's still our ace. But honestly, you know what? Let's be honest here. Skubal is coming off of back-to-back 4+ ERA years. Back-to-back 1.17 plus whip. This year 1.29. Quality starts are going downhill. WAR is going down. Ks per 9 going down. Walks per 9 going up. I don't know. Do we consider some sort of blockbuster where Skubal moves out? Yeah, older players with big salaries. He's 33 with 3 years left at 39.9 million. I mean, it's probably impossible to move that contract, but do we put him lower down in the rotation and try to get somebody else? Like, if Webb is out and Skubal is moved down in the order, who do we say could be our ace? Some other acquisition, maybe? Well, in our system, don't forget, Birdsell's an 81. Zeke Logan is ready for the MLB. He's an 80. Yeah. And some of our best prospects, when you think about top prospect list here. Johnny Evers, starting pitcher, A potential. Theodore Young, closing pitcher. Relief pitcher, John Jackson. Love that. He could make the MLB now, 77. Baisley, Prince Hyde, Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah, we love who we have out here. Lane Gonzalez ready for the MLB. Yeah, if we look aside from that, who else is ready for the MLB in the system here? Birdsell, we said. Lane Gonzalez ready for the MLB, but he only plays first base. So does Vlad, so does Shanuel. So of those three guys, does one have to move? Tyson Lewis is an 80 overall. Zeke Logan, yeah. Might be a bit of a tough offseason here. I had Arthur Beck wants to make the MLB soon. It might be a touchy offseason here, ladies and gentlemen. It might be a touchy offseason. Do we take a step back so as to be able to take a few steps forward? That could be the case. So let's sim to the offseason. The Red Sox defeat the Brewers for the 2030 World Series. So let's see. Did they get swept? No, the Red Sox just squeaked out against the Rangers in 5 games. Then took down sixth place Kansas City in 5 games. And then it was a 7-game thriller in the 2030 World Series as the Brewers, who were also the 6th seed, pushed the 1 seed Red Sox to 7. But the Red Sox win, as they should. Rafael Devers, World Series MVP. And Roman Anthony, postseason MVP. For us, last 2 years was Varsho and Shanuel for postseason MVP, and World Series MVP last couple of years was Bichette and Bohm. Yeah. We already saw the awards. Yeah, sim to offseason then. So, first base coach and farm director contracts have ended. Offseason, qualifying offers, retired players. Anybody who interests us here, we want to see who retired. Any names that jump out at me? Brubaker, Gary Sanchez, legend. Jose Altuve, 40-year-old Jose Altuve, hadn't been in the league for a couple of years. Harrison Bader. David Choknar, there he is with the Yankees uniform, David Bednar. In this universe. J.P. Crawford. All right. And Jose Altuve makes the Hall of Fame. How about that? From 2011 to 2030, 323 home runs, 2,906 hits. Too bad there's the asterisk next to it. Okay, exclusive free agent negotiation. So Logan Webb, we're going to let him walk. Yeah, we're definitely letting him walk. Alejandro Kirk. So it says our surplus, our budget should be $35 million, but the game kind of calculates like what would you be using. So Kirk, he wants 10.5 per year. I think Kirk has to walk. We tried to bring him in one last time in the postseason, but I think after 878 games as a Blue Jay, I think it's time to let him walk. 68 home runs, 299 runs, 779 hits, a silver slugger, an all-star in 2022. I don't think we can afford to keep him. So Kirk and Webb likely gone. Need a new first base coach, need a new farm director. That won't be hard. Springer Dinger IRL. There you go. Yes, you did manifest it. And yeah, does it tell us who the potential free agents are? No, eh? No. Completed. What's up here? Red Sox. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think we can pay Kirk that. No, I don't think we can. I'm tempted to do the offseason now. I mean, is there that much to do in the offseason? Like, I feel bad that it doesn't follow the episode. Like, the episode says 2030 playoffs. So is it misleading in the future for someone who watches this back? Or, like, I don't know. I'm kind of in that... I'm kind of in the mindset right now. I don't know. Do we think we should stop it here and call it an episode? Or should we do a little bit of the off-season? Maybe even just a little bit of it? I don't know. If the viewers are interested. I also have the Data 72 Hall of Fame script to write and record. So basically, do we continue? Suspense will be killed unless you let time run. True. Yeah, the suspense will be killed. Okay, let's do a little bit. Let's see, end the stream and start again. True. But again, then there goes the suspense as well. All right, you know what? I'm going to say let's start up a little bit. Let's do some of the off-season. Not the biggest things. You know what? Let's go to the beginning of free agency. How about that? Then we can end off with saying, okay, what are our suggestions for next week? Okay, that's what we'll do. So, first base coach. I'm not going to be loyal. I'm just gonna, whoever's the best. Blocking, stealing, durability, speed. Arm strength, stealing, reaction, speed. Speed, blocking, stealing, durability. He's also 40, which is good. Speed, arm strength, reaction, stealing. Stealing, speed, reaction, blocking. Stealing, arm accuracy, durability, fielding, reaction, speed, arm strength, stealing. Yeah, with speed would, yeah, +2. Anyone with like a +2, an A with a +2 speed would be great. Let's go back to the top. No negatives and a +2 speed. There we go. Blocking, stealing, durability. There's also, do we want, if you want to keep suspense low, we can get at the start of free agency, stop and just play around in the game for a bit to extend. There you go. That works. Kevin Cash. So do we want arm strength and reaction or blocking and durability? Probably arm strength and reaction. Kevin Cash. There you go. Just make a note the episode ends here, but we're having fun on it. Yes, that's what we'll do. We'll try that. All right, so Kevin Cash, 3 years, $4 million. See what he says to that. And farm director. Dave Roberts. He wants to be a manager, though, for sure. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. We saw Jung Hoo Lee with the arm strength. Let's get arm strength. Esteban Cortez. Power, plate vision, break, arm accuracy. Meh. Contact, plate vision, +3, meh. Pitching clutch, Ks per 9, and stealing. Drag bunting, -1, don't care. So yeah, let's do this. Why not? All right, 3 years, $4 million on both those guys and see what they say. Okay. Kevin Cash is on board. Well, oh, the other guy, did he sign? Yes, he did. Hey, okay, both coaches sign. Sorry, did I? Oh, Hobbs, I'm sorry. I guess I missed it. You said go for Woodward, power and speed combo. I was thinking about the what did he have? This last guy. I was looking at the Ks and the pitching clutch. Yeah, that's what we need to have. Apparently, the pitching clutch is a big need for us. It looks like. Okay, so we're ready to go to free agency 1. He had +3 power and speed. Oh, maybe I should go for him then. Unless he's not available anymore, though. I can't look unless I fire him. And I have to pay him his contract. Okay, it's too late. Sorry, Hobbsy. Good catch, but I'm sorry, I missed that. Okay, so yeah, sim to free agency 1. Good. Yes. Okay, so from here, Birdsell, Cannon, tender contracts, blah, blah, blah. Whoa, Dylan Cruz. Data 782 Hall of Fame nominee, Dylan Cruz. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Back at 99 overall. There's Jackson Jobe at 96. Yeah, 20. Yeah, White Sox rebuilt. That'll take some time. Okay, so if we go to trade talks, 99 overall. We got to take at least a look at him. If we were to say, where are they? Doyle, hard to keep him, but If we were to say Rasmussen out, maybe we trade some of these other guys. I don't know. Lane Gonzalez is good. Skubal out, Cruz in for the money. That might be it. Hap. Well, we're going to free up a lot of money if we can dump these guys. Rasmussen, Hap, and Barrios would free up $38.2 million. Anybody want them? Yes, really. The Orioles would give us a pitching prospect, just one. This could be like the Orioles giving us a guy with A potential, but he's 26. So they want to dump. Oh, I don't want to give it like that's the type of trade that I'm looking for. I don't want to take a lot of value back. Let's go for teams I don't want to trade. Teams we can actually trade with first. Hey, D, I can't stick around, but wanted to say hi. We want the Tokyo Katanas. Welcome, Cam York. I'm glad you could make it. I know. I hear you out there. I hear you. Let's see. Maybe like. Well, Jacob Will's not so much value. No in-division trades. Angels, like this guy, 20B70. Damian Carrillo. That's the type of thing that I'm thinking from the Angels. 20B70. Let's think about that. 20B70. Hicks, there he is. That's probably the move. Don't want too much, but also should get some value back. Don't want to take a 26 million or even a 10 million person back either. Unless we are looking to get, like, are we going after one of those big pitchers? Or should we go and trade for like an Alec Marsh who's an 85? Right? Or do we go sign another big pitcher and Skubal goes into the 2 spot and then we trade him in maybe a year from now? Angels said this guy. Sorry, I backed out. I think so, but interest could be an issue. Yes, it could be. So maybe let's just double check on interest before we do anything too crazy then. So if we say positionally we need a starting pitcher, that's pretty much all we need. Let's say we also need this so that Dylan Cruz would be happy. Team needs. Left-hand batter, let's say pitchers. Let's say that, okay? So Dylan Cruz wants, 8 years at 39.9. Is he worth 99 overall money? I don't think so. A 270 hitter. Yes, he had 30 home runs last year. That's great. Okay, it's more for the power. Okay, I see. It's more for the power. It's for the speed and the defense, too. Did he win a gold glove? 2-time gold glove. Perfect fielding percentage. Yeah, there you go. That's why. Jackson Jobe didn't even have the best numbers last year. 1.3. He's always a 1.4 whip kind of guy. Who else is here? Roki Sasaki. He's had some solid numbers with the Dodgers. Tough whip this past year. But yeah, Sasaki's interesting. 95. Yuri Perez. Kumar Rocker, who just eliminated us. Luzardo. If we went for anybody, it would be Sasaki. But we don't know if he's even interested. You can't even see his interest. But how can I make a trade to free up space to sign him if I don't know if he's interested in signing with me? That's the hard part here. Cheating Heels has had a lot of success with Sasaki. I'm down to make the trades to explore it. Okay? So let's go make that trade. Maybe we do the whole offseason. We'll see. Maybe we. I'm kind of getting into it now. If we say, okay, I want this guy, Damian Carrillo. Who knows if he becomes anything? I'll give you Drew Rasmussen, Ian Happ, and Jose Barrios. If we're going to move them, because what I'm trying to say is we could move them for a starting pitcher instead of for a pitching prospect. I get the frustration with elements like that, but I do sort of like the way the new free agent system works. Yes, I do like the system. Just I wish I would have known a bit about interest. 5 back-to-back Cy Youngs with him. Okay, let's try and hope for that if he signs with us. So Rasmussen, Happ, and Barrios off the Dodgers. The Angels, who have $155 million in budget still. We're going to help them out immensely. But yes, they're taking on some bad contracts. That's why they're not giving us a lot of value back. Thank you, Los Angeles. And that's a done deal. Now, back to free agency. We could afford them, yes. So if we go to starting pitchers, we're deep enough to move prospects if needed, yes. Sasaki, we don't know anything about interest, so at least we can explore Sasaki. Let's explore Cruz just for fun. And who else might be out there? James Wood? I mean, if we need a left fielder, yeah, James Wood might... 6'7" James Wood could be interesting. 300 hitter, 30-plus home runs, Hank Aaron Award. Yes. Yes. James, these are the 3 guys that we have. Like, maybe one of these 3, if any of them sign. But yeah, so Sasaki, Cruz, and Wood. We'll lock in those changes. Okay. Now, arbitration. Brandon Birdsell. Yeah, I have a lot of budget. I like Wood over Cruz. Agreed. Brandon Birdsell wants $12 million per year as an 81 overall. It's time to trade Birdsell, I think. We could get him for 1 year cheaper. If he's going to stay in the bullpen at $6.5 million, I don't really mind that. We'll send that for now. Let's see what happens. And Jonathan Cannon, same thing. What does he want to stay in the bullpen? 8.3? No. 80 overall who wants 8.3? No, we can't. So Cannon's going to go. Cannon's getting traded. He was in AAA, though. Who, Cannon? So, gotta take care of all of these guys now. Renew, submit, done. Renew, submit. Oh, Birdsell. Yes, right. So Birdsell, yeah, he hasn't been that great for us. He's been a fun storyline. So you're saying, so let's withdraw the offer to Birdsell and trade him, and instead we'll keep Jonathan Cannon? Is that what we feel like doing? Let's try 1 year, $8 million. Okay, if that's what we're doing, I wouldn't want to keep both of them. Birdsell, similar, but Cannon has another pitch. We did trade for him as well, right? We can probably get cheaper options to both. Sure. If that's the case, then let's do that. Sorry. Let's get these guys signed on right away so the game doesn't have to think, oh, like, how much money might you be spending on these guys? No, let's figure it out right here, right now. Vince O'Leary. Yeah, we'll keep him. A lot of screen flipping around here. Apologies. De La Cruz. Let me wait and see. What do we have at catcher? I don't remember. Stefanik, it's time to let him walk, I think, at 35 years old. Unless we could trade him. If we trade Stefanik and De La Cruz or something like that. Yeah, I look forward to that. John Jackson guy looks pretty good, I have to say. We can trade De La Cruz. So if we say De La Cruz, we need a backup catcher. Is De La Cruz that guy at 74 overall, or do we go and sign one who's better? We probably sign one who's better, honestly. So De La Cruz out. That leaves 1, 2, 3, 4 in the system. That's okay. We'll see if any of those B potential guys grow. De La Cruz out. Stefanik, I love you, but you're out. Stefanik. Josh Rivera, 72 at yes. We got to make some room for our next prospects, and even signing and acquiring whatever else. 27D, 66 guys like that, they gotta go. So if I could just trade 3 prospects for 1 or 2 who aren't that good, they don't have to be good. They don't even have to be good. Just a couple come back who are more interesting. Like I'll flip 3 for 3, 29, 35, and 30 for worse prospects, but 19, 18, and 21, right? Let's just make a random trade like this with the Dodgers. 3 for 3. Nothing changes organizationally for us. It's just 3 better potential guys. Not 3 better players, but 3 better potential players. We have 29 players on our 40-man? Really? Yeah, well, we're going to make some changes in free agency. Zeke Logan will be on the 40-man. Arthur Beck, maybe. We'll see. John Jackson will be on the 40-man. Arthur Beck is Rule 5 eligible. Okay, well, yeah, throw him on the 40-man then. Wally Gillespie. No, I didn't see who that was. What a name. Anyways, back to this. And then we said Birdsell and possibly Cannon as well. So if we said Birdsell and Cannon both out, we're making some big changes here. I like it. Oh, we got him. Oh, great. I didn't even realize that. I think I just saw him on another team. Okay, welcome, Wally Gillespie. Andrew Nardi. He's been okay. I don't care about low overall. If you keep performing, then you're going to stay on board. Okay. Who was that other guy we saw? Blaze Jordan, 28D69. Blaze Jordan, nice picture. Blaze is going to go. And so will... Who did we see here? There was someone else who's even worse than that. Was it this guy? 27D66? Was it Brown 31? Actually, we're already at 3. So Birdsell, Cannon, and Jordan. We get some good value here for Cannon, for Birdsell and Cannon. So starting pitcher-wise, if we're going after Sasaki, let's say Sasaki, Skubal, Costa, Tiedemann, and Knack. There's your 5. Logan's here in long relief, or whatever else. I mean, we don't really need a starting pitcher. Relief pitching, Bubik's the closer, Ward and Spenson there. We could use a solid 85 overall relief kind of guy, but also John Jackson's going to try and make the team, so that might not be necessary. We need a backup catcher, and maybe a left, but we have Green, Crawford, and Doyle as the potential outfield. We could use a right fielder. We could use a right fielder. Because there's Crawford, Doyle, and Green. Doyle's a more... We're paying him a lot of money, but I'm not sure if I want to commit to him. I'd prefer him swapping out with somebody. So if we can find a team that has a right fielder and a backup catcher, that would be ideal. Any team with an excess in the outfield. Actually, let's go this way. Tatis Jr. there. But unless we're going James Wood. If we're going James Wood, then we just go get value. Let's go get some prospects, right? You know, that's the thing. We don't know if we're going James Wood. So we can't trade them yet. We gotta wait a week. Okay, I'm gonna take back this off. I'm gonna wait a week and see what the interest is like, if we can even consider going after James Wood. Can we afford Sasaki and Wood? Possibly. Let's give these. Sorry, let's finish off renewing these contracts. We have $76 million in the budget. It looks like. Yeah, just want to make sure we're always doing the right people. Sorry for those who are misled by the time of this video if you're watching after losing the postseason and doing the playoffs. Sorry, losing the playoffs then doing the off season. Sorry for the screens flying through your eyeballs right now. Yeah, we'll sign these guys. Peter Pena. TJ Jensen. Who's left? These guys. Yeah, I'll keep doing these guys. Almost done. Thank you for your patience. There we go. They'll love it. I love the off season. There, everyone's gonna be happy. Like this guy, Devontae Brown, probably out. Coley there. Okay, so these deep potential guys, might be time to let some of these deep potentials walk. Or trade them or whatever else. Edward Stout. Stout young man. Castro, he's not... Felix Castro's not really working out, but... Previous was making... Can I get him lower than 780? No, eh? Well, withdraw the offer, then just... renew. There you go. Okay, almost there. I did it a bit of a backwards way this time. Still 76.13 million left. Renewing the contracts helps us to save some money, which is nice. Gillespie, yeah, he just got acquired. Welcome aboard. Prince Hyde, yes. Lance Harris at 25, yes. Worst case, yeah, but you know what? I think we'll be okay. I think that now that we're focusing on a couple of big free agent names, that'll take up some time. We'll probably be okay. You know what? Devontae Brown, he's C potential at 70. He can still be useful in AAA. We gotta have some older guys. Just the D potential guys, really. I do have some things to do, but that will still be okay to finish off the off season. It's just that, like, playing around for another half hour or something after. Not sure if I'll have time for that one. We gotta finish off the Data 72 Hall of Fame. So all these guys are potentially walking. Right? Season Ds. No, Rich Cortez will give him a contract. Andrew Lara, what does he want? That was a 340. Okay, we can do 340. Okay. So we'll leave all the deep potential guys. Yeah, just the deep potential guys then, I guess. We'll leave all these guys for potential trades. And we still have 72.61 million. Okay, so let's advance a week and see what the interest in free agents from the free agents are, whatever, yes. So in free agency, okay, all of them have some interest. Not the highest, but it's better than like 20%. Dylan Cruz, I think we're going to take out. Sorry, Dylan Cruz we're going to remove. So that boosts up some interest here. So Sasaki, I think, is the guy that we're most interested in. James Wood is probably just as much, though. So 45% motivation. I think we can go another week to try and boost motivation. And we might have to flip around the spots. Yeah, 8% boost. Oh, only a 6% boost. Oh, because of positional needs. Is that it? Woods is what? Or Wood? He's a left fielder. That's why. But he can play right field, right? Yes, he can. So positional needs. I'll say we need a left fielder. Left-hand bat. And right-hand pitcher. There you go. So now 8% per week. There you go. We played the system. You're tempted to offer Sasaki now, you think? I mean, the game will warn us if another team gives an offer, right? The 5% for being the first team. Yeah, but I feel like it's really rare that a team sends an offer after week 1. Am I right in saying that? Does it matter that Wood isn't a right fielder? Anybody can play right field? Best in right field is Dylan Cruz, which is nice. Then he goes to Kierstad after that, who wouldn't be a bad consolation either, at all. I say let's explore another week and let the universe do a little bit of deciding for us here. 40 mans must be set by tomorrow. Who would we want to put on here who isn't on it already? Bradbury, Kaiser, probably, yeah, some of these guys. Why not? We have a ton of space, so why not? Where am I going? Bradbury. Who else? Van Eyck. Yeah, I think we'll be okay after that. Maybe Sciambi. Sciambi. Why not? Again, we have a ton of space. Oh, 4 spots left in the 40-man. Okay, let's do that. Kumar Rocker going to the Guardians. 5 years, $25 million per year. Jackson Holliday to the Braves. Wow. Yes. Okay. Also, last day for arbitrations. We got to trade Birdsell and Cannon today, right? Can we still trade them? Yes. Rival opportunity that the Yankees are looking at Doval. No, we'll pass on Doval. Didn't we used to have him? Or is that the Montreal series? No, Doval, not interested. All right, so Wood and Sasaki. Their motivation to sign has gone way up. Sasaki up to 65, Wood to 53. Do we send and get that plus 5% boost from Sasaki? I think now's the time. Because that'll give a boost up to 70% motivation. 6 years isn't crazy. $38. 7. How old is he? He's 29. 6 years, let's be honest. How high can we go? To 46.13. But think about, look at the budget on the other side. Budget is going to be 20 million. We can make another trade, but we got to be careful if we're trying to go after Wood as well. So I'm going to keep I'm going to give him exactly what he's looking for. 36.9 million. And we're the first team to send it, and let's hope that 70% interest gets it done. I'm going to say that's it. Stamp and send. Let's see what Sasaki says. 5% motivation boost, and we'll wait and see on Wood after that. So let's also trade Birdsell and Cannon now. It's one or the other unless we send more money out, it looks like. I think we can send more money out, though. Birdsell, Cannon are both out. If we had to send out money, it would probably be one of the infielders. It would have to be Freeland. Alec Bowman's 34 now. Really? We have to think about him at third base. He's going to start going downhill soon. It's the last year of his contract. Yeah. Alvarez can play third, so I'd want to keep Alvarez. Namala can play third as well. And then Lewis. So between Namala, Alvarez, and Freeland, I really like Alex Freeland. But with the season he just had, maybe we have to trade him. That would free up more money, but we'll wait. So Birdsell and Cannon for sure. And then some of these deep potential guys down here. Going through my current save game with Boston says cheating heel. Says cheating heel. Here are a couple of cheap players I had good results with. Brian Hudson, Patrick Bailey, Cole Keith, and Jake McCarthy. Cool. Okay, let's look them up in a second then. Thank you, cheating heel. Who else is without a contract here? This guy, Cesar. Actually, is there anybody else higher in value that we could throw in? Blaze Jordan, yes. Could be Doyle. Yeah, it could be Doyle. Could be Doyle who goes out. And we get a cheaper platoon. Could be. So Birdsell, Cannon, and Jordan. We're looking for a backup catcher. What team has a good backup catcher for us? Backup catcher. Maybe the Rays want some value from Sean Murphy? He was on Baltimore? There he is, center fielder. Jake McCarthy. But a bit expensive at 33. Let me focus first on the catchers. Dylan Dingler. Yeesh. Diaz. Todd Covington. Bailey. What team is Bailey on in the real world? Todd Covington could be interesting. Good contact. Not a power guy, but good contact and decent defense. Renewable. He's a giant RRL. So let me keep the Twins in mind. No, Bailey's not there. Covington might be solid though, yeah. Let's see if Bailey pops up as we keep looking. The Dodgers have this guy, Agustin Ramirez, who's not getting signed. Jinx. Looks solid, might be solid. Yeah, maybe Covington. Harry Ford. Legend. Steven Yastrzemski. No, it wouldn't make sense at all for the A's. Yeah. Oh, I went past. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at overalls. Let me go back. Bailey. Here, Patrick Bailey. 31-81. Tough contract. We couldn't keep Kirk because of that kind of money. Yaz? Where was Yaz? Yainer Dia, is that him? No. Who's Yaz? Has to be cheap, yeah. Is it just no? Yeah, okay, it was him. But even the value wouldn't be enough with those three pieces. I prefer to do something we can just call it a deal on. The guy above him on the A's, Carter Jensen. They would do that, but he doesn't have a contract, so who knows what he'd be looking for. Pretty well-rounded, honestly. The boy from Missouri. But what would he be looking for? That's true. If Yastrzemski's generational and they have an A potential guy behind him, Vasquez, maybe we could even get Vasquez instead. A76. So I'd say it's either Jorge Vasquez or Covington. I already passed him like 5 times, right? There he is, Todd Covington. 26B78 or 26A76? So here's Covington. B78. Or Vasquez, A76. Higher potential, lower overall, super strong arm, not fast, bit of a mix when it comes to the attributes. 6'4", 233. Former first-round pick in 2025. The Twins, right? Yeah. Or Covington. Not as much power, well-rounded, still good arm strength. A bit faster, too. We kind of need speed on this team as well. He's not super fast, but he is faster. He's also eligible at third base, interesting to say. I think I lead Covington. Is there any disagreement in that? Cagney says Covington, and so does Hobbsy, so I think that's going to be the move. What else can we throw in here for fun? Can we get just a starting pitcher for our system? Because we're missing a lot of pitchers, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 AAA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 AA. Then a couple of reliever or even. It's more the starters actually. Just some rando down here starter. 20C65. 21C71. Edgar Bruno. Sure, Edgar Bruno. 21C71. Nothing super crazy. Edgar Bruno. All right, thank you, Minnesota. Let's do it. Bing, bang, bong with the Twins. All right. So that's that. That gets them out of arbitration. We're done with tender contract. Actually, Covington needs a contract. That's easy. Renew him nice and easy. Edgar Bruno needs a contract. Nice and easy. That leaves Rodriguez, Steven. We could use some outfielders. What the heck? I guess we'll just keep the deep. We traded 1 or 2 of them. We traded Blaze Jordan. We need guys in our system, and we have money. We have the money to do it. It's not. It costs like 40,000 each. So why play around? Let's just keep them in the system and we'll trade them another year. Okay, that's everybody taken care of. That leaves $72.42 million in the budget. Good, so Sasaki's the biggest offer. And let's advance. So is Sasaki coming to Toronto to help bolster the pitching that melted down in the postseason? Jackson Jobe goes to the Dodgers. 6 years at $42 million for the 96 overall starting pitcher. Dylan Cruz, 10 years, $447.7 million with the New York Mets. $44.8 million per year. Dylan Cruz in New York. Wow. Huh? Are we getting a decision on Sasaki? Contract decision incoming. Here we go. Sasaki, are we getting the Japanese talent to Toronto? Welcome to Toronto, Sasaki. Woo, boy, the bird is ready to hit this bird is ready to hit the field early and get that worm. Sasaki, welcome to Toronto. Huge free agent splash after a meltdown in the playoffs when it came to the pitching. Let's get him in the ace spot. Skubal will be in the 2. Then you get Knack, you get Costa, you get Tiedemann. Let's go. Good grabs to cheating heel. Very nice. Thank you, everybody. Good. Roki Sasaki, welcome to Toronto. A 6-year, $221.4 million. Okay, how much money does that leave us with now? In free agency, yes. So that leaves us, so James Wood still wants, yeah, he wants $34.6 million. And we have 26. So we have to free up another $8 million. If we can get James Wood, then it's worth it to trade, let's say, Brenton Doyle. So we keep Green, we keep Crawford, Doyle moves out. If we could move Doyle, and you know, a good question, what other outfield options are there? Let's go positional needs. What other options are there for us? So left field, Wood for sure. Jason Dominguez wants $23 million. Anthony Santander, who we traded a long time ago. In center field, move Doyle for a cheaper 4th. Yes, and then sign someone in free agency. Pete Crow Armstrong. He has crazy defense and speed, but horrible batting. Same as the reason why we're moving on from Brenton Doyle potentially. He wants $22.7 million. Oh, that's quite interesting, though. Kierstad wouldn't be a bad consolation. Good arm strength. Defense isn't great, but good batting. And pretty solid fielding. 2 errors in the last 3 seasons. 2 errors in 3 years. Kierstad could be a guy for us in right field. Or we trade Brenton Doyle for a cheaper option and get James Wood. That would provide a lot of offense to the team. I think that's the #1 option. And if not, we go after Kierstad. So I'm going to say if we could trade Brenton Doyle to a team that needs that would take the downgrade, then give us we take the downgrade that we get a prospect back. Player search. Primary, let's say right field. Secondary, any. We'll say salary can't be much, like $3 million-ish. Well, we could probably do 4 or 5. We could probably even do 6 or 7. Let's say $4 million max. Okay, we'll go 5. $5 million max. Sign on for at least 1 year. Yes. Overall minimum 80. Max for a platoon guy, say 80 to 85. Contact at least 55 each. And we'll say arm accuracy, fielding. Fielding at least 80. No one exists. 70. All right, 2 options. Jose De Paula and Carson Benji. Arbitration for the next few years. A potential from the Dodgers. Would they want to do that? How does their outfield look? Oops. Dodgers. So they have 1, 2, 3. That's their starting 3. No, it wouldn't make sense. How about the Reds? The guy that they were moving or looking at there. 1, 2, 3 from the Reds. That's their 3 as well. But he's not as big of a piece. We could try for Carson. We're giving you an upgrade anyways. Actually, that's true. We're giving the Dodgers an upgrade. But that guy, he has good potential. They probably want to keep him. And player control and all that. So if I give you Brenton Doyle, you want more? 32 B82. I have to. Okay, that's true. Brenton Doyle and what? Penango? No. They take Peter Ciccone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So MLB, AAA, AA. We got to keep Ciccone, kinda. I think. Is this where we trade Lane Gonzalez, perhaps? Or we'll let them fight out in spring training, actually. Maybe David Sedeno gets traded. 24 A58. Time to cut him loose. Let's do that. Let's dump him down. Doyle and Sedeno off to the Reds. Are we okay with this, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have the green light? Carson Benji comes in as platoon. Hobbsy says circle back to the Paula 2 before we finalize something. Fair enough. Dodgers. For De Paula, they want more than Doyle and Sedeno. Even for Vlad, they say no. Yeah, so 25 A84. It would take Adley Rushman to get it done. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Do we have the green light on this one? Carson would be the platoon guy. Decent contact against lefties and righties. 78 against righties especially. Power not bad. Speed's okay. Defense is good. He's nothing crazy, but he's a good platoon option with decent defense and speed. Especially if the big 3 is going to be Wood and all that. Okay, good to go. Thank you, Brenton, for your service here to the Blue Jays. Good luck in Cincinnati, and thank you for that to the Cincy Reds. Now, to free agency, if we put James Wood, he has 62% motivation. He wants 10 years? He wanted 6 years before. 10 years? He's 28. I'll also throw Kierstad in here. Let's see what happens. Okay. Yes, everyone's good for tender contracts. Yes. Duran traded to the Phillies. Wow, acquired from the Reds. So Duran, he was on the Phillies? No, sorry, he's on the Reds. Who eliminated us? I forget, but Casey Mize and Derek Hassett going back. All right. Luzardo to the Marlins, Lawler to the White Sox on a big $25 million per year deal. Wood up to 70% motivation. Kierstad's at 55. Who else is out here? Dalton and Rushing can also play outfield. Oh, it's Duran. And who just got traded? Oh, it's different Jay Durans. I didn't even realize that. Because my offer to James Wood is not going to be this. If I go 8 years, but I'm the first one to send an offer, that bounces back to 70% interest. But I'd want to do like 8 years, 30 million. That gets it to 59. Plus 5, 64% interest. Do we send this or give it another week? 8 years, 30 million, or give it another week? What do you think? James Wood. My gut says he'll turn that down. I could be wrong, though. Love the 99 discipline. Great clutch. Matthew, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. As we turn this postseason into the off-season as well. Silver Slugger, Hank Aaron. He had a big year, and everyone wants to cash in. He's going to be 64% interest. He's number 4 ranked. He might get offers if we wait. You know what? He might turn it down, but 64% interest isn't bad. Let's get to 60. 65% interest, 30. I'm going to try that. So we get the 5%. And it's going to be a 65% interest offer. Right? Unless it's not 5% bonus anymore if it's too late after the first few weeks. Yes, you miss anything, we got eliminated in 2 games in the wild card. Sadly. Draft lottery time. The Padres have that first pick. We'll get a decent draft pick next year at least. Draft order does take a long time though. Astros move 1. Yankees up 5. Cardinals up 9. Cubs up 6. Padres drop 5 spots. Ouch. Cardinals with 1.1% and Cubs with 1.8%. Oh, goodness. So we stay at 20. Sam Jennings, the Guardians. Colson Montgomery signs with the Dodgers. Unlimited money over there. The Rays want to trade us Sterling Thompson for Landon Roop. Who are you? No. Are you serious? Kierstad, now or never. Oh, boy. Kierstad is rumored to be close to signing with the Reds and the Nationals. Because if we don't get Wood, we want Kierstad. But we can't offer both a contract. Because if we offer him a contract, he's going to say yes or no right there. He wants only 2 years. That's super interesting. But do I want to give him 2 years, $20 million per year for like an 80 overall? Not really. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to say not interested. He signs with the Reds for 3 years at $22.56 million. Goodbye. So he'll sign with Cincinnati. Good luck. Hold on. Let's see. Come on, James. James. I think that's a no. Oh, wait, no, it's a different... Wait. No! No, James Wood! We know it. We wouldn't have been... It's not like we missed because we wouldn't have been offering him that. 12 years at $35 million. The guy's 28. I would have gone 10 at 35 if we had to, but 12 at 35? No. There's no way we could have been able to do that or even match that if we had the chance. 12 years, $35.28 million? No. $423.4 million. We can't match that. Rule 5 draft. Anybody out there? On to plan C. Anybody out there? Starting pitcher. Actually, you know what? A 78 overall in long relief wouldn't be a bad idea. Evan McKendry. And if we have to dump him, then we dump him. But throwing a 78 overall in there for long... You know what? Yeah. And if we don't use him and we need to send him back to his team, fine. But let's at least throw him in and see what happens. Yeah, that's about it. All right. Okay, Nick Lodolo going to the Cubs while on a big 3-player deal going back. Okay. Dalton Rushing. You heard the grapevine that Tampa's looking to get him. Do we add him to the big board? Sure. Let's add him to the big board. Who else is left field or right field eligible or whatever? Josh Lowe. Pete Crow Armstrong could be kind of like the poor man's, or even the same. He's going to be the same as Brenton Doyle pretty much. But we just get better defense and better speed. Even better. The better Brenton Doyle. So still not amazing, but even better than Doyle. Okay, that could be an option. Or do we go for Dominguez, who's 28. Doesn't inspire me as much, though. I have to say. Dominguez, 5 by 23. Or 5 by... It's, yeah, pretty much the same contract. Yeah. Dominguez, for some reason, his power has dropped, so maybe he's not really even an 86 overall. Maybe he's more 87, 88. Yeah, good idea. Let's put both on the board and see what happens. You know what, Dalton Rushing, he's a catcher. He can play the outfield, but he's a catcher who can only play left field. So let's actually remove him from the board. And I'm going to say... Yeah, okay, we'll keep it like those two. We'll keep it as those two. All right, let's do a week. Edward Cabrera to the Giants. I love this new system of free agency, though. We got to say that, at least in general. Fixed... Oh, I'm sorry, team needs. Oh, no, it's the two batters. Or are they... both righties? No, one's lefty, one's switch. Positional needs. No, that's good. Or is it? No, it doesn't grow at all, so that's good to go. Oh my goodness, I didn't see that. 44 and 34% motivation. Yikes. Great. Okay, let's keep letting them grow. Great. Jason Dominguez, 5% motivation decrease. Now or never. Rumored to be close to signing with Tampa, St. Louis, and New York. All right, I'll offer you a contract, but you're not motivated to sign, so... We lost the 5% boost. 5 by 25, is that a desperation contract, or does that make sense? 5 by 25 on Dominguez, or is it meant to be that we don't get him and go after Crow Armstrong? Ay, ay, ay. Do we try 5 by 25? Even then, only 43% interest. Ah, for fun. I doubt he takes it. 5 by 24. They're off. Yeah, I really doubt he takes that. Desperation and necessity. No, off to the Rays. 6 by 22. And just a team he's more interested in. I understand. Alright, so we're all in on Crow Armstrong now, it seems like. Smith Shaver, starting pitcher? No, not interested. Alright, I don't know if there's anybody else who's interested, so let's hope for more of that. Pete Crow Armstrong's our guy right now. Perez goes to the Tigers. Another week of no offers, thank goodness. This is where Data earns the GM, yeah, paycheck. Okay, 2 teams are interested, so it might be we might have to make that offer sooner rather than later to get the plus 5%. So he's 28. 5 years isn't crazy. 5 years at 24 million, and then it turns into 60% interest. GMD is going to pull the rabbit, don't you worry. That's going to have to be it. We're getting a bit desperate here. 5 by 24 and the 5% motivation boost, so 60% motivation. Right? Or is it even more than that? Let's see. Pete Crow Armstrong, are you coming to Toronto? Are you coming to Toronto? I hope you are. Pete Crow Armstrong in the outfield. Yes, sir. PD, welcome. This bird is ready. 5 by 24 on Pete Crow Armstrong. Just a more expensive Brenton Doyle. And you know what? When you're a contender, those are the moves you make sometimes. So that leaves us with not much in the budget here. 15 million in the... Really? We sell 15 million? That's true, I guess. Yeah. So, revenue sharing, competitive blah, 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 balance. Bohm will be gone after this year when he's 35. And he is younger, too. That's true. Bohm will be gone, which will save money. Freeland might have to go. We'll see. We're going to be saving money probably in spring training once we see who's going where. Anything else we want to do in free agency? Gavin Stone, Justin Steele, Brian Bello. Free agent opportunity. I'm reaching out because Luis Campusano. Who is this? Are you serious? Not interested. Yeah, there's still some good options out there, but I think we're pretty much set. Ozzy Albies, infield we don't need. We got our backup catcher. Do we do a crazy thing and look at a Skubal trade? If we did do that, who are we looking to bring in with that extra money? If I ask for MLB ready players around the league, Grayson Rodriguez, Shane McClanahan. Some packages are better than others. Josh Young, Garrett Mitchell, Westberg, Young Hooley. There he is. A cheaper pitcher, you're saying? Austin Riley, Yordan Alvarez. Is there a team that wants to give us like a young ace? You're saying? If we go for starting, like who's a young? If I'm looking at top pitchers, like a guy like a Noah Schultz. So he's not under contract. Perez just signed that contract. Yeah. Yeah, we probably have to look ourselves, not for Trade Finder in that one. Let's see. Young pitchers who are at the top. All the guys aren't under contract, so we have to wait a little bit on that. Yeah, most of the guys aren't even under contract. Now we have to wait a little bit further into the off season for that. All right, let's keep on simming. Big off season. Pico Armstrong and Sasaki both coming in. Roki Sasaki. Wait until after arbitration hearings. Gotcha. Yeah, we will do that. So now, teams have young aces. Like, yeah, Noah Schultz, we just said. Budgetary constraints, they wouldn't be able to do that, taking on the $39 million. Gotcha. That's crazy though from the White Sox. They have a lot of good young pitchers. I mean, I could take some money back if you need to dump money. Anybody got a dump over here? $14.3 million on this 80 overall in the first year of his contract. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no thanks. Brendan Donovan, last year of his contract, making $15.2 million. Victor Robles for the outfield, that might be helpful with his crazy speed. But then I'm adding the value that I should be getting back, right? So then what do I have to add? Even Von Costa doesn't get it done. Vlad and Rushman would barely be enough. I can't give them a lot of value monetarily. No, this just wouldn't work. Wouldn't work for the White Sox. Anybody else? Young 8 pitchers. Noble Meyer. The Astros would do this. Noble Meyer. I don't know if I love the numbers. 6'5", 4 pitches. Pretty well-rounded. First round pick in 2023. Noble Meyer. Do we want to do that? Or do we could wait into spring a little bit. Okay, let's say this. I'm open to moving Skubal. But let's see if he bounces back in the beginning of spring or something, because having another 90 overall goes a long way. And there aren't that many teams like who else? Cam Caminiti. They'd want a lot more for that. 92 overall. That would be something. Cy Young, All-Star last year. They wouldn't really want to trade him though. I'm a bit intrigued to see how Skubal does with Roki there. True, take some of the pressure off maybe. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Sim to spring training. No. And here we are. Be who I'd want. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, so here in spring training now. Thank you. Who's in AAA has to get the call up? Anybody needs the call up? I don't think so. No, I'll fix that after. And sorry, organizational look here. Some of those single A guys are gonna have to come up. Yeah, I'll fix this off screen after, right after the stream. So that now, yeah. So the lineup will be whatever. The game can do whatever it wants for the lineup. This would be who? Actually, let me set it to auto. So lineups and rotation can be auto. First in contact, fifth in power, second in pitching. Love that. Rotation, yeah. Sasaki, get in there. Right, left, right, left, right. Yeah, okay. And then we'll go from there. We'll give some rotations of the starters. Okay, so spring training, let the game do what it wants to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games is what I wanted to do. Actually, let's do 10 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're 7-3 after 10 games. Now I'll turn off the auto for the rotation. It does both, eh? Okay, let me turn off that. So now, who's doing well? Everyone's doing pretty okay. Let's see a little bit more from Covington. Benj. Okay. Let's see from Pete Crow Armstrong. Let's get him in center field. Let's get Nacho in as well. I want to see a lot from Nacho if he's going to fight for a spot. And even Lane Gonzalez. Oof, batting .429. What? He's going to DH. And then for the rotation, Sasaki Skubal looked good. Good. Skubal, okay, I like it. Costa had a good couple starts. Costa out. Let's get Zeke Logan in. He's going to be pushing for a spot in the rotation. Nardi didn't look great. John Jackson, I want to make sure you're pitching, buddy. Bradbury. Probably put Bradbury in there. Okay. Another 5 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rotation. Sasaki's so-so. Skubal looking great, so we can take him out, let him rest a little bit. Let's put that guy who we got off the Rule 5 draft in the rotation for a minute. Tiedemann not looking good. Okay, let's let him get up to speed. Any other starting pitchers? Bradbury. Yeah, okay, let's give it another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Sasaki, so-so. McKendry, Logan, Tiedemann, Knack. Costa, let's get you in for McKendry. Skubal, you can stay there. Jackson struggling a little bit, yeah. Bullpen has not looked very good, if I'm being honest. And the lineup, sorry. Lineup. Pete Armstrong, he is cold. Shanuel, good. Gonzalez. Yeah, so Covington not looking great. Let's get Rushman back in. Benj in right field. Let's get Crawford back in there. Actually, let's try Arthur Beck. Give Arthur Beck a chance. Namala, let's get him in. Nacho looked okay. Freeland's looking very good. At second base, Freeland. Let's actually put Namala in at DH. And then at first, let's go Gonzalez. Shanuel's doing well. And Pete, you're going to stay in, but I won't make you do leadoff anymore. I won't hurt you like that anymore. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last game of the preseason. Pitchers have been ish. Okay-ish. And a lineup. Gonzalez batting .200. We have to go back to AAA. 3 out of 3 minor league options used, though. Yeah, I mean, Gonzalez, I don't know what we have to do with him. We have to trade him? I don't know. Pete Armstrong, not looking good, but hopefully the defense has been good. Freeland fighting for his spot well. Arthur Beck wants to make this team. Rushman hasn't been good. Bichette, Crawford, Vlad. Covington not great. Benj not even looking good. Benj, you have a minor league option. Maybe we send Benj to AAA and we keep Arthur Beck up. I mean, Arthur Beck was a lot more impressive. Maybe to start the year we do that. I think I might do that to start the year. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to end it here. Usually I go into game 1 of the season. I'm going to stop right there. We can look more at stats, but I'm going to stop there. So looking at starting, so Sasaki was all right in 28 innings, solid enough. Skubal looked good. Von Costa was shaky. Tiedemann was okay. Knack was a bit shakier. Logan's ready for the MLB. McKendry will have him in long relief. Speed up to 15th, so we addressed that issue a bit. Good catch there, Cagney. And the rest of these guys are going to AAA. Relief pitchers, Bubic, yes. Spence, come on. Nardi wasn't great. Roop was very good. Jackson, so-so. Mendoza, Scamby, all these guys. And Ward was good too, that's nice. Okay, so I'm going to do all the sending up and playing around so the game doesn't do anything silly. And after that, we're going to be left with a few questions. We're not going to have a roster ready to go. I'm going to do what I can do, and I might have a few players over. Who do we send? Who do we trade? That'll be what we address at the beginning of next episode. So we won't do game one and go straight into the season next episode. We're going to start next episode with the roster questions once I do all those changes. Why don't I do them right now? It's going to take a little bit of time. I have to look at a few more things in depth. I want to sit and actually really compare numbers. It doesn't make the best viewership. I'd rather make what I think to be the best decisions and then present you with them, and then you can decide based on 2 or 3 choices, not like, okay, here's 10 players. So I'm going to boil it down a little bit, and we'll get into that next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. A very disappointing postseason, but it turned into the postseason and off-season episode. So it ended with close to 2 hours length. There you go. All right? There's at least that. So much love to everybody. Thanks for being here. We should be live again tomorrow night with Lego Star Wars. Continued on with my wife. That'll be exciting. We got the second controller now thanks to the donations. Very kind. Big changes and great lead-in episode to get us back into the series. Thank you. Yes, Cagney, appreciate that. So back after the summer breaks from the end of June to the start of September. Now we're back into it. Hopefully we can get a full, I would want to do probably a full 10 seasons here in Toronto. So moving into year number 7 after winning 2 World Series but then losing in the wild card. Let's bounce back. Welcome Sasaki. Welcome Crow Armstrong. What moves from here have to be made? We'll find out moving into the 2031 season. So much love, everybody. Thanks for being here. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe as well to be notified, and hit the bell to be notified of all the uploads that come your way into NHL 26, HLM 26, and much more to come. Hobbsy might be out of streams until Monday. All right. Gotcha, buddy. I got to get on to the Data 72 Hall of Fame. It's taking a long time. I got to get that done before more work keeps on coming. All right, everybody, thanks for being here, and we'll see you next week. We're trying to do every Tuesday for the Blue Jays. So unless something changes, keep an eye on the Discord server, link in the description. The announcements tab will tell you whenever there is anything to know schedule-wise. All right, have a great night, and we'll talk soon, everybody. Go Jays.